Okay, we are back again, and I just noticed I had an update for Automobilista 2. This is the 9.7 update. I'm not going to go into too much detail because I don't want to say a minor update, but it's an update that doesn't have many notable big changes and no new content. So in 9.7, they basically, a few things that they added were the custom pit speed limits. So, based on regulations for the different series, and the baseline still today is 60 kilometers an hour for national club series, and then 100 kilometers for modern formulas, and 250 kilometers for historical content. They corrected some of the series and groupings within this series, so the different models are sorted in the grid. So, like I said, not a really big thing. And then as far as UI and the HUD, they fixed a few vehicle information based on the F Classic, the G3, G3M, and MRX. And again, some more physics updates, very minor little things. So they revised the adhesive friction for all tires, reduced wheel content factor if you were having any really close wheel to wheel action side by side with a car. Sometimes there was like exploding collision. So that's been fixed. Minor tread width inaccuracies. And then again, just a few little things here. And then they a little bit more of the force feedback, very minor, little maximum force and smoothing the scrub radius, and then some engine inertia revisions. They also did a few more updates on the AI. So, reduce the AI lifting off throttle over puddles, reduce the wall check function. So, that's good because what was happening is I think they were slowing down when they were driving closer to walls. I wonder if they actually fixed the sticky wall. That's one thing that's been driving me crazy. Is if you hit the wall, it's immediate slowdown. It's kind of like when Forza we used to have the sticky grass where if you hit the grass, you would immediately slow right down. So they have that issue in this where if you touch the wall, your car basically comes to a standstill. So hopefully that'll get fixed soon. What else did they do? Steering smoothing, the pit lane mobility. But then again, they did some more things on the audio side, fixed the AI engine sound position. Sometimes it was actually on the wrong side for many of the cars, so that's been fixed. Fix the odd ducking sounds over curves, lessen crackling on tire sound effects, improved sound in stereo mode, which is good. So I run two stereo speakers, but I mostly run on the headphones. So if you're running in stereo, so they've improved the sound on that, improved onboard engine, and starting sound correctly positioned. Tracks, a few stock car series billboards, so they've updated the advertising and then as far as vehicles, added wiper animations for the Ultima, the stock car V8, Super V8, and what else? Caterham and Lancer Cup. And then a few driver animations. The reason I'm jumping in, it wasn't actually for this update. The reason I'm jumping in is because this weekend was supposed to be the actual Montreal Grand Prix. And as we know, everything has been pretty much canceled. Most of the races have been canceled. So I wanted to go in and do a little honor race for the Montreal Grand Prix, and they did a nice version. It's modeled really nicely here in Automobilista 2. And I wanted to take out the Formula cars. So I won't get any multiplayer race in the beta version. So we'll have to go in and do a single player race. So let's do a 5 lap race. Let's do a 5 lap race on here. Time progression we'll leave. Starting time, we'll do it the actual starting time because it usually starts at 2 o'clock here in Montreal. 24-hour clock is 1400 hours. So if you ever have a hard time figuring that out, just always take the number -2, and that's the time. So if we're 1600 hours, that's actually 4 o'clock, and 1400 hours, that's actually 2 o'clock. In Montreal, it's usually actually quite hot on that day. So we'll go clear. Formation lap, no. We'll leave that. We won't do a section. We'll just do a random grid. And let's do formulas. So where do we go? Formula Ultimate. Well, this is closest to what they are now. So let's run the Formula Reza. Yeah, let's go this one here. And of course, we're going to get the Montreal track. And they have the historic or the classic track at 88. And that's basically the difference in that is there's a chicane along the back end down the casino run. There's a chicane right here. You can see it. The current version is you get that long straight right before the wall of champions, which is right here. So we'll run the current race. We'll leave all that, make sure everything is okay. Yeah, you know what? I want to boost this up because I remember running this last time running at 90 was quite easy. So I'm curious to see. No, we want it random. And I'm curious to see how the AI performs in the formula. Because when I was running that Ultimate GTR, if you saw my last video where I did one lap with one car, which was the Ultimate GTR race version on every track, I felt that the AI, even at 100, 110, was still not very challenging. So I'm curious to see uh, in the formula cars how it is. Make sure the rules are okay. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so let's do a 5 lap race of this. This is in honor of the canceled Montreal Grand Prix. Unfortunately, I usually like to go every year. The last 2 years I haven't been able to go, but looking forward to the Formula One season getting up and running. And I usually sit right in the center curve in grandstand 11. I don't want to slow down and look for my seat because that wouldn't be a smart thing. Let's see. We'll leave a bit of fuel. We don't want it to be too light. 3200. Let's check the setting. Let's go soft. No, you know what? I'm going to leave that at automatic. I think it's going to default it onto soft slicks anyway. And for my brake pressure, I need to increase this because now the default brake pressure in AMS2 is 90. So we want to bring that up. I'll put it at 95. Your front brake bias will bring this down to 40. That's fine. I won't get into too much of this. And let's get the radiator down a bit. All right. Montreal Modern Day Grand Prix in the Formula Ultimate. I am third on the grid. See if we can get a good start. Good timing. Playing with fire. They updated some of the banners, not the official. Not to the official banners, but at least it's not the AMS2 banners that have been in here since early on, but they're starting to update them more. I know the last few updates, that was part of release notes where they were updating some of the trackside banners and billboards. Are they there? Yeah, they're not far off. Would expect them to be a little closer. Keep in mind, this is default tune, so I haven't done anything to the setup. One thing I do think needs some work is the gears. The audio on the shifting. You don't hear it now, but when you shift down, you can hear it. It sounds a little too digital. It needs to get a little bit more real world flavor. Yeah, they're there, but they're not. Well, they're not keeping me honest. Yeah, you can hear it's like toon, toon, toon. Down the back straight, past the casino. Along the Olympic basin, you don't see it, but off to the left side, that's where the rowers had their competitions during the Olympics. This is the famous Senate curve. I sit right there. This is where the famous Vettel incident happened. And this is usually the part of track where the groundhog comes running out. You've seen it on TV. See the Jacques Cartier Bridge off there in the distance. Bring it home. I got a good start there. That's right, clip the wall. Didn't clip it enough to take a wheel off. Into the hairpin. Final corner off to the straight. Yeah. So let's go on historic track 88. And let's take a historic. Well, let's not go vintage. Yeah, you know what? Let's do the V10 rear wheel drive. Let's do 5 laps on this. See this one here on the classic track, you have the chicane here before you come back on the straight. So you don't just take a straight all the way down. There's that little lip right through there. And the final corner is not the actual wall of champions, as they call it, in the past 10, 15 years, because back in 88, it was not as sharp. You didn't have to slow down. You could pretty much almost go flat out. All right, Montreal historic track in the Formula V10s. Third on the grid. Let's try and get a good start here. Look at those tires. Oh man, look at those curves. Curbs. Definitely can't ride those. Modern day Formula One would be destroyed. This is the right, left, right, back onto the straight. Let's see if we can hit this at 6th gear. Oh yeah. curve was scary. See, some of the billboards have been updated. Initially, it was all Automobilista 2 placeholders. Yeah, I think I really enjoyed that version. I just want to survive this race. Oh yeah, don't make a mistake. The AI are definitely more competitive for some reason. These cars. Which is what I would expect them to be at 120. One mistake. See if I can get that position back. Little tap. See, that's what I expect the AI to do, is to fight. I didn't mean to do that. I shouldn't have a grin on my face, but I can't help it. That was funny. Man. Yeah, that's my fault. I don't know what's wrong with my head. Glitching. I actually really enjoy that final corner. That final corner is actually great. I'd almost prefer more to the modern day versions. Just the modern day cars are too fast for them to have that kind of chicane through there. They would be careening into the wall. All right. So anyway, hope you guys like that. That was a quick look at the 9.7 update, and as well doing a little bit of an honor race for the Montreal Grand Prix that has been canceled. Yeah, can't wait till racing gets back. So we can get to see some of that excitement again. Anyway, all right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you like it. Subscribe and tune in next time. Take care.